Hey, what's up YouTube? You already know it's AllCity Live TV and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking about boosts and whether or not you guys should be purchasing boosts after 13 patches on NBA 2K20. All too often we're not getting what we're paying for when we go and purchase boosts at the boost stand or at the Gatorade training facility. It all seems like sometimes you're just at the mercy of 2K and their servers or their latency, and you might not exactly get what you pay for when you're wasting your hard-earned VC on boosts. I wanted to go through each category and see whether or not boost is effective. So I would love your feedback. Do you guys feel boost works for your player? And I think it really pertains to the type of boost you're purchasing out there and the type of player that you're purchasing boost on. Let's go right into the boost stand and see which categories work out the most effective. Jump shot boost. Is jump shot boost effective for your player? Through my experience, now I have a ton of games played on NBA 2K20, and if you follow us on live stream, you know you could attest to how much or how often we actually play the game. We have about 6,000 to 7,000 games played in total, so we're getting there. We're about to hit Legend. We're Elite 3 and we only got about 42% left to hit Legend. So I have a ton of experience playing Park, Rec, and Pro-Am. And I've come to know which boosts actually work out more effective and which boosts are less effective, and I wanted to share that with you guys here. So the first boost is jump shot boost. Now jump shot boost, in my opinion, is an absolute must-have. If you're shooting the rock out there, you're going to need jump shot boost. One of the things that I notice most about jump shot boost is that it opens up your green window tremendously. When you don't have jump shot boost, for some reason you're throwing up big whites out there, but when you have your jump shot boost, your green window opens up and you seem to get a ton more boost. So if you're shooting the rock out there, no matter what type of player you have, you should be getting jump shot boost. That's my opinion. If you guys feel differently, please let us know in the comment section below. Listen, there's a ton of different type of players out there. We have competitive players and we have casual players. So if you're out there and you're like a casual player, you may not necessarily need any boost. But if you want to put your best foot forward and you want to play your best game when shooting the rock, jump shot boost is definitely one of them. The next one is layups and dunks. And I think this is fairly similar to your jump shot boost. Layups and dunks, you want to boost that up too if you're trying to finish or increase your chances of finishing at the rack. Layup and dunk boost would definitely help you out. It seems to offer you a bit more contact dunks. Outside of that, I don't see any other benefit, because even with layup and dunk boost, even if you have a high amount of layup and dunk attributes, you'll still be missing dunks or missing layups. Layup and dunk boosts also seem to boost your alley-oop finishes, the completion rate of your alley-oops. Layup and dunk seem to help you with that as well. You don't miss them as often, but let you run out of layup and dunk boosts and you'll see you start missing layup and dunks way more often. Even them alley-oop finishes will just bounce right off the rim. That's been my experience playing with and without layup and dunk boosts. The next one on the list is steals. Now this is one that I gotta say, I don't know if I've ever purchased steal boost. I may have gotten like boosts on the spin wheel and I may use it then, but outside of that, I don't see the necessity for steal boosts. If you guys know, people with even with low steal attributes are getting bump steal animations in NBA 2K20. The steal mechanics seems to be a little broken. What I did notice about steal boosts is that you get a bit more passing lane steals. So, and I mean just a bit more. It's not like a tremendously noticeable difference when you use steal boosts out there, but you will get a bit more passing lane steals, and that's what steal boost seems to help out with more than on-ball steals. The next one on the list is block boost. Block boosts are frustrating because interior defense is frustrating in itself. It seems that interior defense or the interior defense mechanic is a bit broken this year. And if you add block boost, it doesn't seem to give you that much of an advantage. Even if you have a tremendous high blocking attribute, you still don't even get that much benefit out of the block boost. That's what I've noticed in all of these games, and I very often have equipped block boost, which I think I'm gonna slow down on the amount of VC I'm spending on block boost, because it doesn't give you exactly what you need. It seems like you get a better benefit from equipping the right badges at the right levels, such as Rim Protector and Chase Down Artist and Intimidator out there. Intimidator seems to work better than your block boost, so if you're getting block boost, you may want to reconsider purchasing block boost. And rebounding boost seems to be one of the most goated. Similar to layup and dunks and your shooting boost, rebounding will give you a tremendously noticeable difference on the amount of boards and how you chase those boards out there. That's one of the things that I always get is rebounding boost. And this is for every single category, whether you're playing park, rec, or pro-am. You want to have some rebounding boost if you want to put your best foot forward and play your best game out there. The next one is ball handling. Now, ball handling is a bit, it's like different. It seems to offer you more ankle breaker animations. This is what I notice about ball handling. But this is not to say if you have a low ball if you have low ball handling ability, you're gonna get ankle breakers just with the boost on. It's to say if you have a high amount of attributes and you have the correct badges on. Don't get me wrong, badges seem to help more than anything. But if you have the high amount of attributes with the correct badges equipped, you add boost and you will be getting a ton more ankles out there. Now, I can't say that this is absolutely necessary. If you want to show out, go ahead and add some ball handling and passing boost. But if you're just trying to get out there and score a bucket, ball handling and passing is not absolutely necessary. So what do we got here? We got the top one. Jump shot boost is goated. I highly recommend it. Layup and dunk boost, goated. I feel like it works and helps you finish more effectively in the paint. Then you got steal boost, that's not too effective. Block boost, that's not too effective. Rebounding boost, super goated in my opinion. And the ball handling and passing, which is not too effective. So as far as the boost stand and which boost you guys should purchase, use your boost sparingly, man. Don't go out and waste all your VC on boost because you're at the mercy of 2K. There's servers and the latency issues, not to mention people running from you on the park or selling a game here and there. If you're running with randoms, you may not necessarily want to purchase boost in the first place. Make sure you got a good team out there and make sure you're using your boosts effectively out there. Be smart about the decisions you make when purchasing boosts at the boost stand. We're gonna head on over to the Gatorade stand right now and talk about whether or not Gatorade is worth putting on your player, because Gatorade is one of the most expensive items. And do you guys out there get the most out of what you pay so much VC for? Does it change how your player plays? Does it change the abilities of your player? We're gonna talk about Gatorade right now. All right, guys, so we're at the Gatorade fuel station, and I wanted to kind of quickly define each one and what they do for your player out there. The first one gives you additional energy, so you're gonna have additional stamina on your stamina bar. The next one slows down the amount of energy that's actually exerted when you're playing or holding turbo out there. So it slows it down by 25%. If you're out there and you're like, man, my bar is going down super quick, especially after patch 13, I've even noticed it myself on particular players where my energy is getting lost super quick. That may be due to this particular Gatorade thirst quencher. And then the last one here recovers your energy. So ideally you would want to have all three, but if you're on a budget out there, I'd focus on the first one. And even if you purchase the first one, it's still gonna go down super quick without the other two, because this one, even though you get the first one, it goes down super quick. This one will slow down the speed in which your energy goes down, and then the Gatorade whey protein will definitely help you recover that quicker. So these are this to better understand Gatorade. Now let's talk about whether or not it's absolutely necessary. I posted this question on my live stream yesterday. It was on the title, and we got a ton of great feedback from a lot of competitive players and casual players all the same. Now, a lot of people feel that it's way too expensive. You're talking about 3,500 VC for a pack of 10? That'll leave a lot of players broke out there, especially if you try to get all three. That's gonna leave you broke. What's that, 10,500 out there you're spending if you get all three? Who has that to spend for 10 games? Imagine you're running 10 park games that last you about an hour, and now you're broke and you don't have Gatorade. So take those things into consideration when you're considering purchasing Gatorade. Make sure if you're on a budget, make sure that you're spending your VC wisely, because if you're on a budget and you're out there playing park games, that Gatorade is going to be gone and you're going to be broke. But let's find out whether or not, in my opinion, from my experience with all of these games played, and I'm about to hit legend out here, what do I think about purchasing Gatorade? I personally create players that don't necessarily need Gatorade. I have the gym rat badge, being that I'm a Elite 3 and I superseded the Superstar 3. When you guys hit Superstar 3 and get the gym rat badge, it may not be as necessary for you guys as well. But I gotta say, if I'm playing a highly competitive game, if I'm playing competitive, whether it's park, rec, or pro-am, and I want to play my best game, I will consider getting Gatorade. Outside of that, the competition is not really there for me to just go willy-nilly purchasing Gatorade. But I do gotta say, in a park game, it doesn't seem as necessary. You don't get the same amount of VC for a park game that you would for a rec game. I get a ton more VC in rec, so I can kind of regain my assets that's lost by purchasing Gatorade in a rec game over a park game. Rec games last a lot longer as well, so it's a lot longer than a park game. So I think Gatorade is worth it when you're playing competitively in a rec game or a pro-am game. Do I think it's absolutely necessary in a park game? Not necessarily, and the competition doesn't necessarily meet the requirements to have Gatorade equipped on your player. These are my personal thoughts on getting Gatorade out there and whether or not it's worth purchasing Gatorade, because it's super expensive. One of the most expensive items you could purchase in NBA 2K20. And after patch 13, with all of this goofiness that's going on and being at the mercy of 2K servers and their latency, which you never know what you're gonna get, especially in the park game. You don't know if you're gonna go through high latency or the servers are just bad. You just really never know what you're gonna get. I don't recommend it for park. But if you're playing competitive rec or pro-am, I highly recommend purchasing Gatorade. I hope you guys found this video helpful and informative. I would love to hear from you guys on whether or not you guys use Gatorade and Boost. Please let me know in the comment section below. And if you're new, please consider subscribing to our channel, because we're gonna have a ton of NBA 2K20 content coming your way. I'll catch you guys on the next video.